I'm going to go check out, make sure everything is sorted out. Oh, I forgot to do my camera. So, oh, okay, that's good. I can close that.
All right. Don't fret.
That, yeah, it's just one of those things.
Yep.
Well, now I have stuff unpacked all over the dining room table.
Oh no.
Uh, well,
Well, it'll be
it's
easier
just,
the second time.
yeah, yeah,
I
okay,
found my
yes,
pencils,
you found your pencils. Yay!
and
I
Darren has
saw.
a sharpener, so
Oh, he
Hannah
has
sharpened it for me.
a
Yeah.
sharpener for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeff always just uses a knife. So cool.
Yeah. And Hannah saw him, and she goes, "Oh." I said, "Yes, you can have one. One's for you. I just had lost them."
Yeah, yeah, yep,
Hi,
yep.
Mindy. Hi, Violet.
Hi, Mindy. Hi, Violet. I haven't got that silly camera turned off there. There we go. All right. Now I've done everything. Hello,
Yay.
everyone. Happy Fun Day Sunday with Tanya and Lisa. Yay. Hi,
Hi,
Barbara.
Barbara.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. Well, we're here. I don't know. Is that, yes, it's a carpenter's pencil, Violet. Lisa mentioned one time that she had gone through Home Depot or someplace like that, and they had this huge package of them, and she didn't really want a huge package of them. And then so I said, Jeffrey, don't you have one of these in the shed? And he said, Yep. So, what does
Oh,
it
she
say? I
sent
can't.
me three. Two
Yeah.
for me and one for Hannah.
USDA South Dakota Agricultural Statistics Service.
Fact
NASS Fact
Finders of
Finders.
Agriculture.
Yeah. So they were giveaways for something, and he had a handful of them. And so I have one. I haven't sharpened it yet. And I sent some to Lisa and Hannah.
But tell
So,
him I said thank you. And so does
oh,
Hannah.
I will remind him. Jeffrey, he must have gone back outside. He just
Yeah.
came back from the grocery store. Um, I will tell him again, though. He decided he's too tired to shovel dirt into holes today, so he's not
I
going to
don't
shovel
blame him.
dirt.
No dirt
Uh-huh.
shoveling.
Um, he took off yesterday afternoon too. I said, "Don't you really want to take us to over to Crestview?" He says, yeah, I guess I can." He
I
said,
guess I do.
let me do these 2 wheelbarrows of dirt." What happened was, guys, is when they did the trees, all that heavy equipment squashed holes in the yard. And so he's moving dirt and filling up those holes. Jeffrey, I'm supposed to tell you from Lisa and Hannah, thank you for the carpenter's pencils.
Oh, okay.
She just found them.
Do I need to throw more in the camper for her?
Do you need more, Lisa?
No, we're good. We're
They're
good. Thank you,
good.
though.
Tell her they were my swag. They were stuff I handed out at the farm show.
Oh, they were stuff you handed out at the farm
Well, that
shows.
one might be farm. Which one is that?
USDA.
Okay, that's stuff I handed. Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone
I
was
told her.
appreciated.
I said agricultural statistics, so it would have been.
Oh, that's ag. Yeah, that's a subset of our company.
Yeah, I was gonna say that wouldn't have been one you handed out. I don't
No,
think.
that was the guy that keeps all the statistics on the farms.
Yeah.
Well, it's cool
So-
anyhow. And I'm
Yeah.
appreciative. I didn't have to buy a dozen to get one.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, Violet. There, Lisa made the comment that it'd be fun to try out. So, she's got one or two to try out now.
Yep.
I had him bring
And
me
mine
one, but
is
you
sharpened.
see, yeah, I haven't sharpened mine. What happened yesterday is, hi Sherry, hi Mona.
Hi, Sherry. Hi, Mona.
And I hope I said hello to Violet. Hello, Violet. Anyways, I had gotten a call 3, 4, 5 weeks ago that my friend who saves stuff for me, she has a fabric store, had a bunch of packing paper and stuff like that for me. And if you were on Facebook yesterday, you saw it because I posted it in a group. It was a huge pile. Now, I hate to say this, but some of it went to the recycle bin because it was not something I can use well. But I saved some of these for you too, Lisa.
Yay, those are cool.
Aren't these this cool? Yeah. She said LED lights came in them.
Interesting.
And she asked Jeff, well, should I put these in here or put them in the recycle bin? And he said, put them in there. If she doesn't want them, she can put them in the recycle bin.
There you go. Hi,
Sherry and Candy and Nancy.
hi, ladies. Glad you're here.
Jeffrey said he just knew I was going to have it for a jelly print.
Yes, absolutely.
So
But also be really good brush, brush rests for when you're painting.
You're very true. And oh, looky here, it goes better this way.
Yeah.
We may have to paint it, so that it's pretty for our desk.
There you go.
So, but I'm going to tell you what, guys, to do our little journal today, I had to actually get stuff out because I have cleaned.
She was being so good.
Look, there's clean space. Look at this.
Wow.
Okay, I vacuumed it. I wiped it down. I pulled this up and I vacuumed underneath there.
I'm very proud of you.
One whole table and a tiny little corner down there has been done. The rest
is working. We got a new shelf put up, and I moved some of my journals so that I can put other things in the more accessible place. And but I had to bring out another little table, like a TV tray type table, and stick it in where I used to have piles of stuff. Now I have this table that's got stuff because everything was piled on here. I was like, okay, that's just got to be moved. So I just brought out a table. Hannah said, you're not supposed to be bringing out more tables, Mom. I said, it's just temporary.
Yeah,
I really am getting rid of stuff and getting stuff more organized. But anyway, I'm excited to have that shelf up, and we've got another one we're going to put up. But I got to get some stuff taken care of before we can even get over there and get the other shelf put up. So maybe next weekend.
Okay. Well, hi Nashua and Nancy and Patricia.
Hi Nashua, Patricia.
The flat pencil is one of the oldest pencil types. The first versions were made by hollowing out sticks of juniper wood. Yes. And I've actually seen in, like, when we went to the Smoky Mountains in the tourist shops, they'll have pencils with sticks. So anyways, we're going to do our little journal, but I had a real serious issue. There was nothing left on my table, so I got some stuff out of the scrap bin, and I got this. I picked up this the other day, and there's a couple of things that I think will work. This, why didn't you? ? Is a really good.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that.
This is my page from last week.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It was fun. And the week before, all I did was this.
Oh, but I like that. I like it.
So
I
found in my unearthing, I unearthed this package that is where I had stuck some stuff. Some of it is Happy Mail. Some of it is just stuff that I had used bits of and then didn't. And anyway, that's what I'm gonna use on my page today.
Oh,
got a bunch of stamps.
I have some little Happy Mail stuff. That would be a good thing to pull up. I'll go get that page. Love that lady page, Lisa. Yes. And yeah, nothing on my table to put in my book because I honestly wiped it clean. Of course, guys, I had to unpack to be able to stream because I had packed up the camera and everything. So, I was planning on taking.
There's a Mary stamp.
A Mary stamp. Ooh.
Yeah, Penelope. I think it's Penelope. Pretty sure. And there's from an envelope, a paint envelope. So there's definitely stuff in here that was
from Happy Mail. And that's why I was just
From
thinking,
Happy
I have
Mail.
some Happy Mail from Melissa and Sharon, and that was on the table, and I tucked it in here. These are old books, which makes me think I have to turn the pages right side up. And it dawned on me that it would be good to hold fussy cut stuff. So I had picked up some that was too big for my tiny journal. And see, it's
Here's another
probably
Mary stamp.
from a class or something. And so I had put that stuff in there. And then this is a little stuff that I picked up off my desk. So yay, I got some stuffs. Gotta have some stuffs for your
Here's a couple of things. You've been talking about doing an Alice in Wonderland journal, and I think that would be a fun thing for us to do together. So I had bought, and I sent some to you, the same thing, the little metal things that were Alice in Wonderland quotes or something.
That's another thing, is that my studio is such a mess that if I were to say let's do the Alice in Wonderland book, I couldn't, because I'd have to hunt everywhere in everything.
Yeah.
Well, I've lost.
Someday we can. We don't have to do it in the next week or two.
Yeah. I actually have a project that I cannot find. I know I put it all together. I was working on it, and now I can't find it. It's ridiculous.
Okay, Tanya. You're my treasure. Here it says, a faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that hath found such a one hath found a treasure.
Oh, I love that. That's wonderful.
I think so. I love it. That's going to go on my page.
There you go.
Somehow.
Guys, if I didn't say hi to everybody, I'm really glad you're here. This came from Sharon a while back, so we'll pull out something. Oh yeah, we'll pull out something from here. We'll use one of these for our. I think we'll use that for our focal point. My inks are in the. I needed to put some Mod Podge on something yesterday, because I'm trying, as I cleaned the desk, I was trying to finish little things. Hi, Sharon. I'm just going to use something that you sent me a while ago. Anyways, I've been trying to, if there's something little on my desk that I hadn't finished, I wanted to go ahead and finish it. Well, guess where the Mod Podge is, and all that stuff just gone outside. So, it's like, okay, whatever. And I put my good inks out. I have these inks in the house, so I can work with them. Now I just got to find a page. Oh, there's a little doodad. We might have to use this little doodad.
This is one of those things. I don't know if I took these pictures out of a book or if somebody sent them to me. But I like them. I think they were in Happy Mail. But I'm not 100% sure. Because, once I take it out of the envelope, I forget.
Barbara made 5 new pages in her Happy Place book. Wonderful.
Yay.
And I'm going to have to go get my other jacket, I guess, if I'm going to sit here. I'll be right back.
All righty.
If you get cold, you can turn the heat on. I don't know what it is in here. Yeah, would you turn the heat on 70? I knew I was cold, but I never turned the heat on this morning. I was running around and folding laundry and doing this and doing that, so I wasn't cold.
Yeah, I know. I understand. I was the same way. Well, I just ate, and that makes me get cold.
Well, and then I sit down, and the biggest problem is, another big problem is I packed all my good cold weather clothes in the camper because it had been so hot. I mean, we were having 82, 83 degree days. It was hot at night. So I put my so we went to go out yesterday, my good sweatshirts in the camper. I'm like, oh, well, everybody's going to get to look at my old clothes. So
these are some cute pictures that somebody sent me in Happy Mail.
oh, those are adorable. Barbara said she meant to turn the camera on, but she forgot. You shouldn't forget, dear.
I was gonna say I don't ever forget to turn the camera on because I have to move my computer and it's a big ordeal to turn my camera on. So I have to do it on purpose. I do sometimes not go to the trouble to do it, and I do stuff without the camera, but oh look.
Oh, I like that. That one is what we'll do. Oh, those are sweet.
Dick and Jane and Sally.
I hate to say this, but you know, I learned to read with those readers.
I did too. I'm a little partial to them for that reason.
Uh-huh. Of course, I think they were kind of boring, if I remember right. That they were, you know, I think I had learned to read before Dick and Jane, but
Oh
that's
goodness,
what
just a
we read
second.
in school. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She's lost her earbuds.
Oh, I've got this weird noise.
Uh-oh.
And I can't tell if it's the headphones or if it's, but I'm hearing it in my headphone. It's like a whine.
Well, my furnace turned on.
No, this is a irritating
Oh, dear.
something. I'm going to turn them off for a minute and
Okay.
see if I can hear it.
Yeah, if it's that or if it's something else, that's fine, hon. Oh, I think we'll do this page. But I was going to use letters.
Yeah, I'm still hearing it. It's
Huh.
a high pitched noise. Yeah, Julie can hear it too. We can barely hear you, Tanya.
Okay.
Oh, I can hear you better now, but I turned up my volume.
Well, that and I spoke up louder. I wasn't talking. Let me see what mic I've got going here. Well, it's got the camera mic. Let me change to the computer mic and see what happens.
All right.
Okay, that just kicked me out. I think no, it didn't. Okay,
No,
are
you're
you
there and you
hearing
sound
me?
way better. That you sound louder and it's not doing that squeal.
Okay, all right, that's what we needed. Okay. Woo. Okay.
Sorry.
As if my mic output I can't. It could have, guys. Okay, everything is fine now. Okay. Now you can hear me, but I'm not going to sing any more than that because you know you'll all fall
Look at
over
these
dead.
teeny tiny little dictionary pages.
Woo! That looks like a school dictionary. You know, hi, Deanie.
Some kind of little pocket dictionary.
Okay.
Wondrous. That's a good word.
Oh, I like wondrous. Yes.
Hi, Deanie.
Hi, Christine. Hi, Julie. Julie came in and Linda. Hi, Linda. I hope that's Nashua, Barbara, Linda, Violet. Okay, I think I've said hello to everybody. I need to do something with this page though. So
Yeah.
Got that out, but I think that's just not going to make me happy. Okay, you know what? I saw something on the other side of the room, not put away yet. You know, I haven't cleaned up over there. I've only cleaned one table. 3 days, one table.
Well, that makes me feel a little bit better. So while I know that wasn't your intention, I appreciate it.
Oh, well, you know, it might not have been my intention, but it happened, and that's fine. Hi, Glitter Girl.
Hi, Christine.
Is that Christine?
No, Christine came in too. And Linda,
Oh, okay.
Little girl, we don't know
Just
your
gonna
name, but we're glad you're
work
here.
while you're. Yes, we're very glad you're here. I think we all feel a little bit better hearing her say that. Oh gosh. Oh man, it's just been it's been a mess. Okay, this is one of those Dollar Tree stencils that I got that has never even gotten into the stencil bin. Okay, one more thing to put away. Mm-hmm. It's got a bird on it. That's why I picked it up. I really like this bird.
The bird's cute.
Bird.
Mm.
Okay. I did save out one of these things. You know, I usually keep two, so I was like, no, you best put one of those in the camper and keep one here.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. And if y'all don't know, we are leaving Tuesday. The we still have some paperwork that has not shown up. Supposed to have been here last Monday, then found out that it wasn't going to be here. Decided we would wait on it. Then of course it was very interesting because just as we decided, okay, well, we'll just go ahead and go tomorrow. That was Tuesday. Then the Jeep messed up, and we had to have the Jeep worked on. And we were going to leave Friday, and I said, you know, why don't we leave the paperwork till Monday? Besides, Mom's got a doctor's appointment Monday, and it will make me feel better to take her.
Yeah.
And
it'll make her feel better too.
Oh yeah, she'll feel better, and she doesn't like to drive over there. It's the parking lot is all curved, and the parking, it's weird, but the parking spaces go like this because of how it's all curved and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's hard to park in. I don't park up close. I park out in the left field, you know, and walk in. But Mom can't do that, and they have a fair amount of handicap parking, but it's really kind of far from the door. So I will take her and I will drop her off, and then before she comes back downstairs, she'll call me, and I will go be at the door to pick her up. And so we decided that we should just wait and not go on Monday or not go Friday, and we will just go Tuesday. So on Tuesday, we will be leaving, and that will probably put us into Lisa's towards the next weekend. Jeff says 3 or 4 days. It all depends. I think 3 days is pushing it, but
Yeah. Well, whenever we'll make it work.
I was gonna say, whenever we get there, she's ready for me.
Yeah. Well, my mom and Daryl are going to be leaving to go on a trip on Wednesday and not coming back till the next Monday. So she was hoping that you would come at a time when she could see you, but
oh, okay. So
because I told her I thought it was going to be a week, and so that would work out. But
yeah.
But that's okay. She's just happy you're finally getting to come and we get to play together.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen your mom too. Where's your mom gonna get to go play at?
They're going downstate. She told me where. I can't remember. They've rented a house with my aunt and her sister and her husband and her brother and his wife. So there's 3 couples meeting down there. And then I think my Aunt Lavon's first great-grandchild is supposed to be born down that direction while they're down there. So so they're gonna my mom and Daryl are not, but Lavon and Odell are taking a separate vehicle so that they can run over there if that baby comes.
Oh, yep.
So here's the one I did. I don't think I've shown this one either.
That's pretty.
I don't always post a picture of them.
Yeah, I like that, it. Lisa. I do too. Yes, I do have a new travel channel, just FYI. That it's got no videos on it right now. I do have a little video, but I've got to piece it all together because Jeffrey was up on top of it Friday. Since we were delayed, he decided to do a chore. At least once a year, and a little more often if you can, you have to recondition the roof. And now we have a fiberglass roof. It is not one of the rubber roofs, which is not as, this one is capped and everything. But we also have solar panels up there that have to be cleaned and cleaned under, and he had to wash it and then put this 303 stuff on. And Friday, it was only 57 degrees out, so it made it for a really good day to do. Yeah. Look at how pretty that is on Lisa's. This is a piece of Lisa's butterfly pea tree
tea.
Butterfly pea tea paper.
That's a mouthful.
Yes, it is. And this is probably going to be a very simple spread because it just came out so pretty like that. I'm just maybe.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, and I'm not sure why didn't you belongs on there. I don't think why didn't you belongs on there.
I'll bet you can find something else.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Oh, the other thing was, okay, in my cleaning spree, okay, everything is packed up, but I saved out one pair of scissors. They're pokey. The other pair like this has a case to go over it. I lost them. So for 2 days, anytime I had to fussy cut something, I'm using giant kitchen scissors because I couldn't find them. I dropped them on the floor and they went underneath stuff. Do other people lose stuff? I can't find my jelly plate. Oh, my dear. Losing my jelly plate might have me have a problem.
Yeah, I might have a meltdown if I lost my jelly plate. Of course, I have my jelly plate. It's huge, so it's always in the same place.
Yes.
Now, I did move the little one. And so I have to be careful not to be fearful if I notice I can't find it because
because you've moved it now.
Because I moved it. Yeah.
My jelly plate has a home. That's the deal.
But I lose stuff all the time. Yeah, Tanya loses stuff too. Yep.
Yep. These had gone underneath in front of right where I sit. There's boxes on casters under there, so I can pull them out if I need to. And they had gone under there. And the thing is that when I was cleaning off my table, I had such a big mess on here that I heard something clink and hit the floor, but I couldn't figure out what I had dropped. And that's what I had dropped. What does it taste like? I have never
drank it. You can. It's supposed to even be good for you, but I haven't tried it. I bought it just to dye paper with, and that's all I've done, and fabric. That's all I've done with it. Did I tell you what Hannah told me the other day? She was helping me out here, and she was looking at my boxes of avocado and coffee and, dyed papers.
Mm-hmm.
She said, Mom, you have an avocado problem. No, an avocado addiction. She said, you cannot make any more avocado dyed papers until you use the ones you have. I said, you are not the boss of me.
And neither is my avocado dyed paper.
That's right. I can make as many avocado dyed papers as I want.
There you go. That's right. If all you want to do is dye paper all day, go right ahead. Julie, it is a very pretty blue flower. Now I got seed, but I did not plant it.
I've got the seed packet that you sent me.
Okay.
In a ball. Here it is.
I ordered it from Rare. It's Baker Creek Seeds. They handle a lot of rare seed, and it's Thai double blue. Now butterfly pea actually comes in other colors. There's a white one too.
We don't want white.
No, I didn't think so. So
Yeah.
But I didn't plant those because we're not going to be here, and I didn't want to lose them because that seed's a little bit rare. So I'll plant that when it cools down in the fall. We have 2 growing seasons here, so I can plant it another time. That is if we're going to be here in the fall.
Yeah. I need to probably get mine started in the house.
Probably.
Mm-hmm. And I probably need to go ahead and do that. Because we do not have 2 growing seasons here. We have summer and winter. No, actually,
yes.
We have 4 seasons every day sometimes.
Yes. Well, we've been having an awful lot of that here. Okay.
Somebody sent me this in Happy Mail, and it's on sticker paper. This quote from Ecclesiastes.
I want to change the had to have. So I have to find a have.
Oh, that's surely there's a have in there somewhere.
Yeah, I got one. It just took me a while to find one. So because this says right now it says I had a friend, and I have a friend. I didn't want it to say had.
Yeah.
Well,
I've had friends too.
I've had friends too. Yes. I do. I guess I should say that would work.
I prefer all my friends to be have and not hads, but
yes, me too.
Friends too.
Okay, we're going to put that, I think, right there. Yes, I think so. These were so much fun, these stickers. Thank you, Sharon. What's the quote? Oh, Lisa read it earlier, but Lisa, you should read it again. It's a beautiful quote.
It says, "A faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that hath found such a one hath found a treasure." It's Ecclesiastes. Well, it says Ecclesiasticus 6:14. Makes me want to get out the Bible and look and see if this is really from a different book or if it is in Ecclesiastes. I'm just going to do that real quick because I'm curious now that it called it Ecclesiasticus.
Curiosity,
Yeah.
No, I had all these little tiny pieces of paper like this all over my table. I had to get rid of them. They were just, everywhere on my table.
Okay, 6. Ecclesiastes 6.
I think tomorrow, after I get back from taking Mom, it's going to be Mend Blue Jean Day, though, because I think there's 5 pairs over there on the chair. Now, some of them probably should not get mended. They probably should get trashed in the trash can. But
well, there's not Ecclesiastes 6:14, so it has to come from something else, or the scripture reference is wrong. I have found that to happen sometimes. Somebody just writes it down wrong. But anyway. So I don't know what Ecclesiasticus is. But it's a good quote nonetheless.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm going to have to put it on here crooked.
Uh-oh.
So everything's just going to go on crooked. Then it all looks like it's supposed to be that way.
Then it all looks like it's supposed to be that way. I had to hunt out glue this morning to fix Mom's watch.
Hi, little C. We're glad you're here, Carrie.
Hi, Carrie. Uh-oh, that's crooked.
The bad thing about trimming this down is now I can't get a hold of the backing to take it off.
Uh-oh.
There it goes.
That's not good.
All I had to do was whine a little bit.
Okay, if you whine and if you whine, usually it will straighten up. Yeah. Okay, so oh gosh, I got way too much glue.
Oh, I'm not used to here. It was printed on kind of a vellum, a clear.
Ooh, that's cool, Lisa.
Yeah, I didn't know that until I pulled it off of there, but I'm glad I inked it. Yeah. Of course, I'm always glad I ink things.
yeah, I know. Okay. Now I have stuff out of my bin that I should put back in my bin. Let's see if I can remember to put it back in my bin. Okay. I don't remember when I've done such a simple page, but we're going to ink the edges and I'm going to do some, I hope I'm going to do some scribbles on it.
Well, I think my dragonfly is going to kind of be over the butterfly just a little bit. Didn't get my butterfly in the same spot I had it in when I was trying stuff out. So.
That's not going to work. Let's see what else we got. Oh, I got one. Okay. I thought I had packed all of those, so.
Oh, well, good. Well, I'm glad you hadn't.
Well, like I said, I took my favorite things with me, and So.
Well, that makes sense. You want to take the stuff you're most
that you use all the time.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, here we go. No. It's a little treasure, but I think I'm going to just leave it like this.
Okay.
I'm just not in the mood to have a magazine image on that page, I don't think.
Oh, no, I don't think so. No. Who else do it? Barbara did her happy book yesterday, so. Patricia, are you working on your happy book or your little bits book, Sunday book today? Okay.
I think I'm going to stick that little piece of that little piece on there. I don't know why. Little piece of washi tape.
Well, I thought about washi tape earlier, but then this happened, so I guess it's not going to be on there. Dang, spell check drives you nuts. Yep. Hi, Debbie.
Hi,
Debbie's
Debbie.
working on a
Glad you're
zine.
here. Oh, good for you.
Archival ink coffee color. I tried that the other day. Was very yes, I have archival ink coffee, Julie, and I use it all the time. I use my coffee more than my sepia. Mine both came in the same package. I have the little ones, so they came in the same thing, same little grouping. Okay, these flowers need something to sit on. That's still a little wet. Okay, now I have a water brush, but which water brush is in here? Barbara working. Oh, yesterday it was your Happy Meal book. Ah, okay. This is a giant water brush, but it should work. Just have to be really careful. Lisa got very quiet. Oh, she's muted. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sneezing. We got a lot of weeds out right now.
We're having pollen alerts. Constant pollen alerts.
Yeah,
Okay.
that snow we got, made all the weeds decide to, oh, here's some moisture. I'm going to take it and grow.
I'm gonna grow. Oh no. Okay. Yep, I think that's done. I'm happy. It was easy, but I'm happy. Watching and eating. Hi, Teresa.
Hi, Teresa.
I really like how it came out. Oh, and yours is
I
so
like mine
neat.
too. I'm not sure why I added those on because they really don't go, but I don't know.
I like them.
I just wanted to.
There you go. There we go.
I can turn my chair around in here, Tanya. I
Oh,
can actually turn my chair around. I have made some progress.
wow. Well, I have to tell you what was happening. Now, this took. Okay, I will show you. Let me put my date on here because if I don't date this, I'll be in trouble. So
That's right.
today is March 21st. March 21, 2021. Okay. I will show you what took so long yesterday. I have a rule about my envelopes, right?
Right.
That I'm only allowed. Oh, you got my secret.
Oh, is that really it?
Yeah, that's it. Okay. I'll show you. Oh,
That's funny. I was teasing. I
oh,
didn't know you really did.
yeah. Okay, I
Oh,
had to
wow.
get a bigger. I had to get a bigger box, and I had to straighten them out. They were falling all over here, and they were making such a huge mess. So, okay, but I was like, okay, I have to throw some away. I don't want to throw any away.
Just get a bigger box.
Yes, Tanya has envelopes. It is like, okay, I had a shoebox, you know, this size box. They were just avalanching out all over the floor. So I had to clean them up. And it took a long time, like 2.5 hours to sort them so that I could get them into that box that way, because honestly they didn't even fit in that box. They
Well,
really
that's
didn't.
fun, Julie.
I made a big mess and went down a big rabbit hole and ended up getting my punches out and punching some, that's a good idea.
Look at the
Paper.
one that she said above that.
Yesterday, happy paper people, Marianne and Sharon
I think it's Sharon.
were live, and we were all making a big mess with our scrap boxes, making scrap bundles. Yep. Thank you, guys. I think that the pictures came out really fun today. So let's get these turned upside down. By the way, guys, just so you know, I store these upside down like this.
Yeah, I do too.
I tip the whole box over when I put them away. So that's something I learned a long time ago. Okay, no avalanches in that corner. I know that you're not done yet, Mr. Trey, but please be patient. Please, Mr. Tower, be patient. I'll clean you soon. Okay. Now I'm going to set this over here. Oh, but that means I'll mess up my table, won't it? If I set it on the chair, I'm going to set it on the chair so that I can put it all away after we get done today. Because I'm just going to put it back in the scrap box.
There you go. Well, I'm down to
4.
Oh no, I missed one. I still got another, but I got to clean out. But I'm basically down to 4 scrap boxes.
Oh my goodness. I don't know.
The three I made in 2019 and said that's it. Everything has to stay in these 3 scrap boxes, which never happened. I didn't even open those scrap boxes until just a month or 2 ago. They just were stuck in a corner, and I made a whole bunch of other scrap boxes, you know. So I've still got those 3, but I've been using those when we were making our stuff, our journal pantry stuff. But I have consolidated all my other ones into one box, except for this one crate I see over here that I had forgotten about because it was under a bunch of other stuff. But anyway.
Erin always lets her play. I don't think she. Hello, Mike. Thank you. Oh, Mike, thank you so much. I'm glad you liked your little package. Thank you. That's so sweet of you. Yeah, Darren always lets her play.
It's good that way.
I have no idea how many boxes of scraps I have, but I do know that I have a huge pile of paper that needs to be painted. And I was going to get these sanded, but it didn't happen because I was hunting them. Are you frozen, Mike? How cold is it up there? So I'm going to do, Lisa's going to paint in her composition book. Okay,
yeah, that's
sorry.
Hard.
That's the word. Oh, that was hard. That was very, very hard. And my composition book, I got all finished except for the 10 pages I took out of the middle. And it is out in the camper with other stuff. Pretty warm, 57. Gosh, it's darn near as warm as it is here. So I have to do something different. And I want to show you some paints that are in my piles. Back when we lived in South Dakota and I couldn't get stuff real easy, the hardware store always had these. These are paint pods. They're like testers for different colors. And so
that's true, Teresa. I am usually sitting in there with him, but he was okay, especially when I told him she's not staying on for 4 hours.
Yeah, I'm definitely not staying on for 4 hours today. I've got a ton of stuff left to do, and even though I've had an extra week, I keep finding stuff that I keep wanting to put in boxes for Lisa, and that's been part of the problem with cleaning. I realize I got stuff sitting everywhere. You can get these. They're sometimes in a different shape. Like this one. This is kind of an ugly color, but these are testers, and I never pay what they ask for them. I wait until they put them on clearance, and they're selling them for 50 cents or $1. And back when we lived in South Dakota, I was painting boxes and stuff, and this works really well. And no, Christine, it's not. This is latex wall paint.
I know, but what brand?
Oh, let's see. This one is Ace Paint Pods, Ace Paint. This one is, this Bellspar, this one probably came from like, probably Menards.
Yeah. I just was thinking, I have a few house paint samples that I probably should get out and use because I haven't used.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not even sure if they're usable because it's been so long since I used them. But
yeah,
when we were in South Dakota, it was hard to get paint where we were. So I would get this kind of thing and use it. I used it a lot. But I'm going to paint some of these little pieces of cardboard. However, I need to sand them a little bit for.
Do you have a certain project in mind for your pieces of cardboard, or are you just?
Yes, I do, but I do, but I don't want to tell you right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to do it till I get home. And but these are all the same size cardboards. And I should have brought I've got one. And they're small. So you might want to save up some small. These are just like okay, these come off the top of my tea boxes, but they're.
I was gonna say I've got a few from a different kind of tea, but from tea boxes, I've got a few tea boxes.
They're like the weight of cereal box cardboard. Okay. So it's finished raining.
Okay. So you could use a cereal box and just cut it up smaller.
Yes, you could use a cereal box and cut it up smaller. And I'm just going to get them started so that when I get home, I can tell you about this project. And I'll probably tell Lisa while I'm at her house. It was just one of those things that was sort of on my agenda. I only use last name on Messenger. Everywhere else, yeah. Okay, Teresa. Lisa, can you help me decode Teresa's message? I have been working on my something
First
journal.
Something journal.
Something journal. And it's not fair.
So it's not fair that she's not telling, or that she might tell me, which
Yeah.
is not fair.
Oh, it's not fair to tell Lisa. No, but what it is I'm going to ask Lisa if she wants to play along and do the same project, and or not, because she might not want to do this project. So, and if it's a project she wants to play along with, then we'll do it together. I've been working on my idea journal. There we go. I knew it was have been working on her idea journal. And Mike, she's typing on her phone, and sometimes her phone doesn't like her.
It's ornery.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And if you guys don't know why I'm doing the sanding, I will tell you that I have found that these boxes have a little bit of attitude when it comes to having paint stick to them. So I just sand them a little bit. This is just a sanding block. And I don't know exactly why, because it's just something in this cardboard. Hi, Jacqueline.
Hi, Jacqueline. We're glad you're here.
Teresa, if you want to play along, I will give you plenty of time to play along. But if you do decide you want to play along, you're going to need a bunch of pieces of little cardboard. The other thing is that these work really well for tags. So I could have just told you I was going to make tags with them, but
she's not a liar.
No, I couldn't. I moved to my computer now, so I should get it right most of the time. Okay. Oh, I haven't seen it. I'm going to tell you all. I have not watched a video in over a week. Except the Wednesday, same 6 Wednesday videos. I haven't watched any videos, and that's just been by the time I sit down in the evening, I have been so tired that watching a video, I can't even do that. I can't even think to watch a video. So no, Teresa, I'm not going to make another crunchy journal. I have
journals, though.
I like crunchy. Okay, I wouldn't mind making another crunchy journal. I'll have to talk to Lisa about that. And these would work perfectly for a crunchy journal. So, it's just, let's just put it this way. Besides the overflowing envelope box, I have 6 overflowing cardboard boxes that if I don't use it, I'm going to have to get rid of it. That is truly and honestly the case.
Oh, so you're worse than me. I thought I had a lot.
Yeah. I really and truly have to well, we go through one of these boxes of tea a couple times a week. So I get a lot of these little things.
I was gathering up my tea bags.
Mm-hmm.
I got to show you this. It's so embarrassing. Oh, but I'm going to show you because.
Okay. What is a crunchy journal? Jacqueline, just a minute, and I'll get mine down. I'll see if Jeff is in here, unless Lisa has hers. Oh, my.
Now, I haven't taken the tea out of them, but this whole Walmart sack is full of tea bags.
Yeah.
Tea bags that I've got to empty out so they can take up a lot less space. I've got my crunchy books right here.
Okay, Lisa's got her crunchy books. Mine are up on the shelf, so I'm going to let Lisa show you hers. And I'm going to tell you, Lisa, that box that I have envelopes in, I have emptied out tea bags in one of those. So
Oh, I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling good today.
Yes, you have much less of a hoarding problem than I have.
This is our first crunchy book. In fact, it's the first book we made together.
Yes.
So it's my precious. And we did this one by kind of following along with something that Lori Marie Jenkins did. So, and then we bound it together with a single sheet binding and put bling on it. But and Tanya's book looks different than mine because our stuff never looks exactly the same. But we did the same kind of techniques on it. Put in some windows.
And the windows have, go back to one of the windows. That window has plastic packaging, like acetate packaging that things come in all the time. And we put them through our embossing machines and then inked them and then put them in as windows.
And that was very fun. And on the back, you can see, I just left it raw on the back because I thought that's kind of cool. And I used images from, most of them were the little images that are on the back of the calendar showing you what all the pictures look like. Some of them were not, but most of them were. That's what I used for my images. And I tried to make my windows where when you look through them, you could see something pretty.
I was going to say, we kind of put our books together so that the windows actually was to something.
Yeah. And this one was we made them out of, Tanya made her first one out of onion soup boxes, and I made mine out of some cards from a game. They're a little bigger than regular playing cards, but they're cards from a game. And then the second ones we made out of just whatever kind of packaging we had. This is the second one, and it's bigger, obviously, than the first one.
And the second one we specifically used packaging that was not all the same size.
Right.
Because we wanted that. Yeah, we wanted that difference in sizes in the pages. And
we put windows, but no acetate. At least I didn't put any acetate in my windows.
I can't remember.
And we used the book pages in the background, but we decorated them completely differently.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I copied some of Tanya's. She had made a journal kind of like this, and with jelly prints and then doodling, and I loved it so much. That's what I did to decorate my crunchy book this time. And I still love this one. This makes me happy just looking at the pages.
And we call them crunchy books
because of this.
Yeah, and when you tap your fingers on them, they make this crunchy noise.
Yeah.
Violet said she used those giant, shiny postcard junk mail cards for her crunchy books.
Yeah, there's the.
Thank you, Mike. And these little cards, one of these reasons I've been saving these lids is, I will. One of these reasons I've been saving, although those are pretty pages, Lisa.
Thank you.
And they're much prettier than my sanding my thingies. Is that this would make another good crunchy book. One of the things about the first crunchy book was to use tiny images. And so that's one of the things we did. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, why is it a crunchy book? Because of its sound. Now, that is not what Lori Marie called it, and I cannot remember what she called them.
Yeah, I don't remember what she called them either, but we called it the crunchy book.
Yeah, it made such a good sound that for some reason that's what I was calling it, and that's what we ended up calling them for forever. So, by the way, guys, this does make a mess. Just so you know, it's not a clean, fun
no, it's a do outside or over a trash can kind of activity.
Yeah. My rag and paper is working, and I'm not really taking very much off it. This is This is a very minor. If I had thought, I would have done it ahead of time, but it was one of those things. I didn't even know till last night that I was going to get to stream today. So they like your books, Lisa.
Thank you, Barbara.
And this is something that you could do too if you're going to make tags or crunchy book pages. Anything that you need this kind of cardboard for, it's good to have prepped. So even if I don't ever do the project I have in my head, it will work to have this prepped. Finished your little book page. Yay! You're gonna put it on your on the thing. Ain't having fun if you're not. You ain't having fun if you're not making a mess. Very good. And if you don't get your hands all painty, I have to show you. My fingernail is split way down in here. And when we were doing our 24-hour live stream, I was painting with black, and it got okay, Jacqueline. I got paint in that crack, and it's glued under there. I've got nail glue and anything and everything I can do to keep it from splitting again. So I've got paint in a line down my finger in that crack. I can't get it out. I've scrubbed and scrubbed, and I can't get it out. So it's probably stuck in the glue. But yeah. That's true outside too, Mike. You're not having fun unless you're making a mess. Of course, you're not getting work done unless you're getting dirty. I think Jeff said he was going to watch basketball this afternoon. Don't know if he is or not. But he made the comment that just putting dirt into holes, he was just too tired to do that. So he was not going to do it.
Well, he's done a lot of work. He deserves to rest a little bit.
Yeah,
I think so. Funner or easier or whatever he wants to do.
Well, and it was very frustrating not leaving like we planned.
Yeah.
At the same time, we didn't get in the snow at your house.
That's true, see?
And we there was a really bad storm. We would have been up there in it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That storm that came across, we were supposed to get a bunch of it down here. We did not. We got some lightning and some thunder. We didn't even get as much rain as we expected out of it. Jeff had buttoned up the hatches, taken down the bird feeders and all that stuff because we thought we were going to get some really bad storm. And then it was very minor. So here, but north of us, there were tornadoes and see, we would have been all up in that had we left on Tuesday like we planned. So this time maybe we missed out. Journal Madness 2021 for us crafters to have a thing to do during all this basketball stuff. Jacqueline, I don't know about Journal Madness 2021. I have to look that up. Whose project is it? That's an interesting color, Lisa.
It's a pale pink. It's called rose pink. But because I'm putting it over black, it's looking a different color. It's looking more old, I guess.
Oh, Jacqueline,
do that.
I'll have to. Have you got video about it, or
can you poke a link?
Or is it just
post a link in the group or something?
It may just be something that she's doing by herself.
No, I've seen maybe she's the one who mentioned it before, but I've seen it.
Yeah, because she said she's the responsible for
cool.
Yep, 3 videos so far. Okay.
Well, we need to watch those videos. I've seen
Yeah.
it. Maybe I've seen one of the videos. Maybe that's.
Well, and like I said, I haven't been watching any videos, so it's that's probably why.
I haven't been watching as many as I'd like to, because I've been trying to. I've been trying to make a little space in my room.
Well,
I'm not
she
getting it
thinks
done fast, but
she's afraid that I won't have room to sit is her problem. That's what she's afraid.
well, at this point, you still wouldn't. But I'm gonna get it. There'll be room to sit by the time you get here.
All right. She's so worried about it. I'm like not worried about it.
Well, I don't want us to have to stand up and do art.
Yeah, because I get tired.
Me too. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's not even pretty at all, but I'm just continuing on with it.
Well, that's the thing. Now, I will tell you, I had so much. Hello, fresh news. Excuse me.
Somebody needs to take care of that. Do we have a moderator?
I'll be right back.
Hi, Nettie. Oh, I'm not really worried, Nettie. I'm just, it's something I'm wanting to get done. So it's not, she's just doing me a favor and getting me some motivation. But it's something I've been wanting to do for a while and get things straightened up here a little better. And, so that when I come out here to play, I'm not kind of depressed looking at it. So. Do we not have any moderators in the group that can take care of that?
Are they not hiding? I thought I was getting them.
Well, I can still see it.
Okay. It might be showing on StreamYard, but I think I've got it off of
YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to check it again. Thank you, Julie. It's gone. Nettie says it's gone, and so does Julie.
Okay.
Thanks,
good.
guys. You see it on StreamYard. Okay, Mike. Thank you. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, everybody. Okay.
That's something we need to talk to the StreamYard guys about. If there's some way we can get rid of it on StreamYard like we do in YouTube.
Well, and I really wish that we could make moderators and do some of those things on StreamYard.
Yeah.
And Mike, you use StreamYard more than we do, maybe. Do you know, can you make turn a moderator on StreamYard? I know this is boring, guys, but maybe I'll stop and paint for a while, 'cause that would be more fun. I'll just save my paper, clean off my thing. Okay. I may have to go wash my hands, however, because they're gritty.
I bet.
I'll be back in just a minute. Let me make Lisa big while I'm gone. We got excited about that. Barbara had posted Lisa's. No, ma'am.
Jacqueline's.
Okay, thanks, Mike. Jacqueline's link is up at top. Barbara posted it so that you guys can see it.
Thanks, Barbara.
Thank you.
It doesn't really matter that much, Julie, because nobody's seen it on StreamYard except me and Tanya, but we just don't want to have to look at it either.
Well, it wasn't as bad as it can be, but I thought my husband was in the other room, and he's not in there, so I don't know where he's at. He's gone. So, okay, so my plan is to open these and see if there's anything that's any good in them, and if not, probably throw them away. Because, oh, that's nasty. We'll just throw that away like that.
Yeah, I got one of those too. I'm getting rid of. I do not like these. So if you are ever tempted to buy these riders by Brandon, they are not good.
Yeah, and this paint is
doesn't
like,
even want to come out.
Oh, you can't see me. Yeah, the paint.
That.
Yeah, look at here.
Oh my.
I would guess that that's no good.
Yeah, probably not.
This is what happens when you don't use your stuff. And I don't mind gooey paint, but you know, that's beyond gooey.
Okay, so now you've got me I'm gonna get my samples, and that's something I can throw away if they're not good. And I'll be not the least bit concerned about doing it either. So okay, I like that better now that I've put some white on it.
There you go. I clicked it. Julie, this is latex paint samples that I used to use all the time. Oh, that's interesting. Because I couldn't get a lot of paint when we were in South Dakota. There, for a long time, there was really no place close. I would have to go far, far away to get paint. And so Ace Hardware had these little paint samples, and when they would go on special, like 50 cents, I would buy them because latex paint works really well, especially like as a base layer instead of what is that stuff? Gesso. Instead of gesso. And I used to paint boxes for my jewelry. Maybe it will catch on soon or next year. Well, and Jacqueline, that's another thing is that knowing ahead of time. Of course, right now I couldn't take on any more projects anyways, but see, this one is going to be good. I can use this one. It just needed to be stirred up.
Oh, and I'm just. Where are all mine? Because did I throw them away already?
Did you get rid of
them? Yeah, they were under some other stuff.
Okay.
I don't need them anyway because they're under some other stuff. Oh, they do hold my other stuff up higher where I can see it better, though.
There you go.
They do serve a purpose.
Does it smell? Nah, no more so than craft paint. Now, I imagine some of them smell. This one is fine. It and it dries. It doesn't. Most of these do not dry shiny. Okay, I'm just going to put this back down just like right there. And since all I'm really doing is a base layer on these things, I'm not planning on this being the finished product or anything. This is just to cover up the packaging. That is really all it is to cover up the packaging. And I didn't cut them into size because I knew I was going to need someplace to hold them. Yeah, that house paint smell. I imagine if you used a whole. Hi, Yanita. Yeah, this color was a pretty color. The green I just threw away was a pretty color. If you painted a whole room, it probably would smell, Julie, but not. It doesn't smell that bad. It takes a little longer to dry than craft paint, but it's always worked pretty well for what I've used it for. And the point is that I really wanted to use these up. I want to use stuff I've got, and as you saw, if you don't use it, it likely is not will get bad. And I have, like Lisa said the other night when she didn't have the clothesline, I have what do you call it, paper on the floor. I have freezer paper on the floor with the plastic size up. It's fairly matte. I can't tell you that they're all matte because they're samples. And like I said, I just bought them, like, I think they were 50 cents a bottle. There's one here that I must have paid $1 for. Sometimes it's what do you call that? Misdyed paint, mistinted paint, where they make boo-boos. It cleans up with water because it's water-based latex paint. You can paint over it with craft paint or other acrylic paints just fine. No, don't worry about all the questions. And these particular ones, Julie, are they were paint pods from Ace Hardware, and they were samples. You know, sample paints. This one is a Velspar paint, and it probably came from a place we have called Menards. We don't have it here in Florida, and that's just a brown paint. I probably wanted it just to cover up the packaging, and then start painting over the top. It just lets you what do I want to say? It just makes a background. It's just like using gesso. There she is.
I was trying to think, you were talking about Menards, and I was thinking, okay, have I been to a Menards? Why does that name sound so familiar? And then I remembered that there's a Menard, Texas, that my dad was one of the places my dad lived when he was a kid. I was like, oh, okay, that's why it sounds familiar.
You like the container they're in? This one? They call it the Oops section at Home Depot. Yes, and at Home Depot they're probably 50 cents or $1, something like that. And you can actually buy whole gallons of paint for very inexpensive. What did I want to paint? Oh, I bought a gallon of Oops paint for something. I can't remember what it was. Okay,
some of these we got when we were trying to decide on colors for Hannah's bedroom.
Yeah.
So I've got, all these colors, and then I've got black, And this one, and I think I bought these because they were on sale or clearanced or something. But these are Glidden interior house paint. So we'll see what they look like. I don't know.
This one had separated, Lisa, and I just.
Well, I'm just saying that's what I'm thinking. They'll probably be separate if I can even get them open. Oh, there it goes. At least it's open. Yeah, it's definitely separated.
And I just stirred it up, and it worked fine. But the other one was hard as a rock. I mean, it was like gooey.
I remember when I was a kid, I got to be the paint stirrer. And then my granddad got this thing that goes on the drill that would stir paint. Oh, that was magnificent. And now the store shakes it for you, so you don't have to worry about that.
Oh, Jeffrey, but they still give you paint sticks when you buy paint. Jeffrey had, I planted a bunch of new bushes and stuff. I've gotten some red bottled brush, mock orange, beautyberry, Confederate rose, several flowering bushes. I went after the beautyberry specifically, and the guy had all these other wonderful colors or wonderful plants, and gave me these sticks. Okay, never use Weiss mixer on paints. Oh yeah, she won't like that, Mike. So I got them in the ground a week or so ago, in the process of getting things taken care of, and Jeff's like, well, Perry's not going to know that those sticks coming out of the ground are important. I'm like, no, he's not. And so Jeff took all of those paint stirrer sticks, and painted them yellow and fixed them all up for me. So, hi, Karen.
So maybe they won't get pulled out or mowed over.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Hi, Karen.
Now, I will tell you that I probably used these 50 cents worth, but, that's another reason why you got to use your stuff, guys. You got to use your stuff. Okay, that one looks like I might be able to stir it up. Yeah. It's a little thick, but it's usable. And it's a pretty color. Why do your mixers?
That is a pretty color.
I don't know, Mike, because the mixer I have in the cupboard gets used probably once every 6 years. Didn't belong to me in the first place. Belonged to Jeff's mother. She wanted a new one, so I got the old one. And it has more than one speed. Okay, yes, it's a pretty color. It's a little thick, but it ought to work. Oh, yeah, it's a pretty color. They call them beaters for a reason. Oh, it's for husbands that misbehave. Aha. Aha. Now, that's really interesting, but this one is not covering as well as the purple one, probably because it's thicker, and probably because it's darker. It's hard telling. Okay.
Well, I haven't had these as long as you've had yours.
Yeah.
You got those in South Dakota. You've had them a few days.
Oh, just a few days. Yeah, it's starting to dry, Julie, and it's a little bit shiny. It's not real shiny, but it's not going to stay real shiny. Oh, I turned that one the wrong way, and I'm having to. Okay, Barbara, gotta get food.
Get some yummy food, Barbara.
I was going to say, Mike's going to have to get on his tractor soon, I would guess. When do you have to start, Mike? Probably right after Easter, I would guess. Start planting stuff. They're South Dakota tough. There you go. That's right. That's when I got these. That's okay. So we've been gone from South Dakota for 4 years. I was thinking 4, but I didn't buy these that last year. I'd had them a while, so. So they're 5 or 6, 7 years old, maybe. But now that I know that some of them are still working, I'm going to be using them up in projects like this. Use them, get them gone, because they need to be gone. Okay, you got your calving, so you got to, yeah. Gotta wait.
No, I'm just doing this one book right now. I'm just drying it with a heat gun instead of setting it aside to dry and just keeping on going.
Yeah,
keeping on going.
Gotta get out another piece of paper. Well, let's see here. Let's move this over there. The floor got vacuumed this morning too because the vacuum fairy came. So I have a pretty clean studio. Okay, but okay. Let's put you over here. Oh, I can put it on the table. Oh my goodness. I can lay something on the table. Oh my gosh, there's a spot. There was a clean spot on the table. Could you imagine that, guys? Who came up with the idea for the 24 hour? That was, I don't know. That was one of our silliness days. It was so much fun, though. We really enjoyed ourselves. At least I enjoyed myself. Lisa may not have enjoyed herself.
I had a blast.
Okay, so.
Enough I said, oh, let's do it again.
Yes, she said, oh, let's do it again. So, we will be doing it again. Not right away, because we're going to go off. And
yeah, our next one will be a welcome home, Tanya.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm back in the real world marathon. Of course, when I come home, I'm going to have to work like crazy too. So.
Well, that's always the problem with going somewhere.
Yeah, but that's all right.
That's the way Darren's job is. It doesn't get done while he's gone, so he has to.
Yeah. Yeah, there is nobody here that makes beads when I'm not here. I would have thought.
You need a bead fairy.
I need a bead fairy, yes. Now, there was this talk, before retirement set in, that someone would take over a big portion of the computer stuff that I had to do. But somehow or another, that someone is so busy that he doesn't have time for that computer stuff. So, that is, that's one of those things that we have to go, oh, well, you just need to do it yourself, Tanya, and that's okay. This really thick paint is a little harder to get spread out good, but that's okay. And, this paint was old when I got it because it was, clearancing stuff. And I probably could clean my paintbrush better if I did these. There we go. That's a better idea. Painting my desk is driving. Oh, okay. I'll clean it up in a minute, Mike. Oh, I better clean that off. You do realize that my desk is covered with this is a Teflon mat. So that it'll wipe right up. I'll show you the edge of it in a minute. Let me clean up and then I'll show you. But that way I get all the edges. I use abbreviations. Yes, I can. This mic is it's a Teflon Craft Mat. Now, this one's a Craft Mat. I paid way too much money for it. You can buy these. These are Teflon sheets. And the last one I bought, I paid like $8 for in the kitchen department at the fancy hardware store. Somebody said that they had these Teflon sheets at Family Dollar, 2 for like $5. And I haven't had a chance to go to a Family Dollar, not Dollar Tree, but Family Dollar. This one, the one I bought in the kitchen department is bigger than this one. I have it in the camper.
This is the kitchen one right here.
That's a kitchen one right there.
Yeah, Thank and you, it's Lisa. About 24 by 18.
Yeah, and this one is it's only about 20 by, it's not square, so it must be about 18 by 20. But my other one is bigger. BBQ hot plate sheets are good as well. They're just black instead. Okay, Julie, I wondered about that because Ollie's had those barbecue hot plate sheets. And I
saw those too, and I thought, I wonder if these would work.
I may
buy them. But
I may run by and buy one because it was very inexpensive. I can't remember what the price was. But I keep these. This one actually has holes in it because I was bad and poked holes in it. Hi, Becky. Violet, you can, if you will send me the whatever abbreviations you want to know about, or if you want to type them in here, I will be glad to tell you what they mean. Yes, they're way better than the silicone sheets. Silicone sheets are good for heat. These are good for heat and for cleaning. Now, this one's been on my table for 2 years. It's got a ruffled edge because it was, a $20 craft mat. You saw Lisa's, and my one from the hardware store, kitchen store is not it's got a square edge. So, but see here, I can just wipe this up. Even if it dries, you can clean it up. And I don't know why I got out another baby wipe because I
Hi,
have
Becky.
Windex right
Glad
here.
I don't think I said hi to Cheryl either. I think I was drying when Cheryl came in. So hi, Cheryl.
Oh, hi, Cheryl.
A little late.
I didn't. Yeah. They're called They're Teflon sheets, Julie, and they're Teflon baking sheets. Now I have a silicone one too, but it doesn't clean up like this one does. Murder red, yes. Mm-hmm. That blue and black looks almost like feathers.
This.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we're going to try this green one because, we need some green. And this one, the lid is not all the way off. I know I've used it. We'll see if it's any good. Oh, uh-huh. Don't tell the barbecue people or they'll bump the prices up. That's true, too. Okay, MTO, Violet, means made to order. I no longer do any made to order. Everything I sell is already made because it gets to be a craziness. I do almost no special orders for anyone. There are a few people and a few things I will say, okay, I'll put that on my list. And when I am making those, I will make that color and message you. But so I don't do any made to order. And especially since a lot of what I do is one of a kind and you cannot make to order it. The other is buy it now, BIN, and that's mean this is mine. I'm buying this, please. And so if you say please buy it now, that means A is yours and goes in your cart. Yeah, like they're slick. Okay, this is I've got skin on mine too. Paint boogers, just what we wanted. Okay. Yes, Mike, I would say you need one. These are really nice. It makes it, I can Mod Podge all over it and clean it right up. Hi, that's Tina, right? Yes. Hi, Tina.
Yes. Hi, Tina.
And other than the fact that I've been stupid and poked a hole or two in it, they're really, really nice to have.
I've cut slices in mine. I have 3 of them, and I've cut a slice in every single one of them. You'd think after the first time you'd learn, but no.
You're welcome, Violet. Anytime. I did another in your idea journal this morning. Oh, good. I'm going to have to, Teresa, I know I have some videos bookmarked. I just have not been able to concentrate to watch a video. I mean, I've been that kind of tired, or I don't know what you want to call it. My concentration level has been gone this week. Yes, I can't focus. I cannot focus. Can't think. Words are disappearing. And it's really it's just a matter of, our minds are on a whole bunch of things at one time. When the Jeep messed up last Monday, it's like, oh my gosh. Jeffrey called the shop immediately and said, we're kind of desperate because we were supposed to leave. And they had it, he said, I can't see it till Wednesday, but they had it done around noontime Wednesday. Wasn't pleasant. The ticket was not pleasant.
No, I'm sure. They rarely are.
Yeah. But while it was in, he had another little thing fixed too that he's been, it's been bothering him for a while. Tanya, you're needing that holiday. That's what it is, Julie. Yes. Looks like baby food peas. No, it's prettier than baby food peas, Mike. Yeah, it's prettier than baby food peas. It is not my normal really lime green. Let's see. What color would I call this? What color did they call it? They called it Granny Smith. Like Granny Smith apples, but that is so not Granny Smith apples, let me tell you. Oh, Lisa's looks like baby food peas.
Well, mine's not called baby food peas either, but I've got two
Okay,
different greens. One is forest moss, and the other one is marsh green.
that's a yeah, I would have said Lisa's looks like sage, but you know what else it looks like? I used to have a van, one of those soccer mom type vans that was when I bought it, we were in Alabama, and the salesperson, I said, "What color is that?" And she said, "It's lichen."
Lichen.
And
There you go.
okay, yeah. Um, Dina, I agree. Pistachio is about what this looks like. Is pistachio. Mike, ignition rail. The ignition rail had a misfire in it. The number 6 cylinder in the ignition rail was bad. So the rail ignition part had to be replaced. Plus, he had a smoke test done because he's had an evap leak since he got the Jeep. And the kid that worked on it for him, and by kid, he's probably the same age as my son, so he's a kid. He found 2 hoses down underneath that were bad, and so he the color of yours before you mix it. Okay, Julie. But that's what it was. And then like I said, he got these 2 hoses fixed to fix the evap leak that he's had for ever and ever and has not been able to find. I mean, the Jeep is 2001, I think. And so there's stuff that's wrong with it. And all of a sudden coming home the other day, it started misfiring and running rough, and he said he had to drive it with his foot on the brake and on the gas, and we got it in and they fixed it. So, oven zucchini bread, like a slice. Yeah, so a bad coil on the ignition rail. Yeah, that's what it was. Ignition rail. Uh-huh. And you can't fix just one, you have to fix the whole thing. So, oh, Becky, I'll take a slice. My van, though, when I got done with my van, which it was the color of Lisa's page, I'm like, I don't know what lichen is. And when I saw the word, I say it as lichen. So I would like to grow some zucchini, but growing zucchini is hard here. Even the master gardener that we know does not put zucchini in. There's bugs that get into it, and it's just really hard to grow. I know everyone says you grow zucchini and you feed the whole neighborhood, but that is not true here. This green's not covering real well. And that's okay, because this is just a base. You were chasing the plant to make sure you didn't create monsters. Well, I did put my sweet potatoes in the tower last week, and they got rained. Well, Mike, I actually, I started to go to college for automotive hydraulics. At the time, and I don't know what the college is called now, but General Motors had GMI, which is in Flint. And I had an application and I had been accepted when I decided to go to school for photography. But in Michigan, they have licenses, and I came out of high school with all but one license for a master mechanics license. I couldn't fix a car now for love nor money because it's just way more complicated than it used to be. Looks like a yellowy green. Yes, it is a yellowy green, Julie. It is not like a Granny Smith apple, though. I will tell you that it is softer. It's actually a pretty color, and Lisa's page is pretty. I like that darker green on there. But I only had to throw away one jar so far, so.
The craft paint's drying fast, but the house paint's not. And I'm kind of mixing the two.
Yep.
So the creamy stuff was the house paint, and then
the other was the craft paint.
The greens are the craft paint, yeah.
Barbara, Jeff's got a journalism degree as well as his photo degree.
Bye, Teresa. Thanks for coming.
Bye, Teresa, hon. Oh dear, I'm gonna have to see if the tea fairy is here in hearing distance. Yes, please.
He was.
Yeah, he very quietly said, "Do you need some?" Mm-hmm. He's so sweet to me. He vacuumed this morning. He scrubbed a bathroom.
Well, he's a keeper for sure.
Oh yeah. He's going to take me on a vacation.
Yeah, to come see me. He's going to put up with us.
Yep, he's going to bring me to see Lisa.
It's funny because I told Hannah that you were coming and we were going to stream, but you were going to stay a few days and that we were going to go thrift store shopping too. And she goes, "Oh, I want to go." And then she said, "Oh, maybe you don't want me to go." I said, "No, it's fine. You can go."
She can go. Jeff's probably going to want to go. Jeff goes too. Now, here's the deal. If you find him sitting in a chair somewhere, you don't worry and you don't rush. That's the deal.
Okay.
If he's really, really bored, he will go to the car and take a nap. But I'll tell you, when we go in the thrift store to a garage sale, Jeffrey can find some really cool things. He's pretty good anymore of finding things. And like this thing, Margie was going to throw these away, and he said, "Oh no, you better not."
You better not. Tanya's going to want those.
Not. Tanya's going to want that. Yes. Ooh, that green is pretty with the red.
Oh, show us.
I will. Just 1 second. I got to get some more paint off the brush.
Okay.
I got the paint clear up the brush because I've been using the brush to stir up the paint, you know. So I'm trying to get it off before I go to the next thing. Thank you.
It is fun going thrift store shopping with Hannah, Barbara. I wish you could come go thrift store shopping with us too.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to just have a whole party, but
Well, maybe when we get done with coronavirus, everybody should meet in the middle somewhere.
Oh, that would be fun.
Uh-huh.
Don't know where
I'll
the
bet
middle
you.
would be. Maybe right here.
No, you're not far enough north, I don't think.
That's true. That's true.
I think we would have to go a little further north.
Uh,
It'd probably be Oklahoma or someplace awful.
well, Oklahoma's not very much north of me. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a little bit of it that's north of me, but not much. Oh, that does
Maybe
look
Kansas.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, and the red dried darker than I expected it to. I don't,
Yeah, it's
I
pretty.
don't
I like
remember these
that
colors.
red.
What's considered a thrift store? Goodwill, church thrift store, church
Salvation
resale
Army.
shop, Salvation Army.
A lot of charities have thrift
Charity
stores, and
stuff,
you
yeah.
call them charity shops. Some people call them charity shops.
Charity shops, yeah. Churches often have thrift stores. I wasn't going to use those.
Julie says we'll have to meet somewhere in the ocean.
Oh, yeah,
A cruise.
yeah,
That's what we need. Our own
Oh,
cruise.
our own cruise. Oh, that would be so much fun, wouldn't it? Oh man, now you got me thinking. And I never wanted to go on a cruise before. Okay, so here's the thing: the only cruise I've ever really wanted to go on was to Alaska.
Me too. That's the only one I want to go on.
The inland passage. So maybe it won't be in the middle. Maybe that's just where we'll meet. That's just okay. That's good enough for now. I will clean up the rest later. Okay.
Becky says Mary's might be in the middle.
Well, that would work for me. But quite frankly, we're not going to Mary's because, quite frankly, there is nothing there to stay at. We would have to go to Lincoln or to Omaha. I'd say Nebraska or Kansas is middle. Yeah, I would say Nebraska or Kansas. So Nebraska might work. And I'll bet you I know enough people that I could probably find us some very large convention rooms in Nebraska or in Lincoln or Omaha. Okay, this one has never been opened. Tanya, bad child, bad child, bad child. So after what happened here with Julie, that's it. I have no desire really to go on a cruise, but I have always wanted to see the inland passage. That is the one place I would like to. Okay, that one. I'll bet you that one is never been opened, so that's outside. Oh, you can definitely tell this one has separated. Think that the thing. My uncle has a very large farm in Nebraska. Bring your camper. Ooh. But my camper won't sleep all the rest of these ladies, Mike. Now, we used to take a couple of my friends when we went to Milwaukee. We had a bead show there, and a couple of my friends would stay with us. So are motels. Yes, and I agree with you, Mike. I agree with you completely. I have a 2-room tent. Okay, Becky's got a tent. I have a camper. Mike's got a uncle with a farm in Nebraska. I bet you we could work it out. Okay, I'm gonna have to stir that because there is no way it is going to break up any other way.
Somebody asked while I was drying what I was going to do with this.
I
can't remember. I don't know, Becky. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just painting all the pages in this composition book because Tanya was doing it, and it looks like fun.
And it was fun. It was so much fun to just slap paint on there. It was just a lot of fun last week. And mine, I'm going to collage and doodle and just have.
Oh dear.
And Mike's got a giant RV. I have a giant RV, Mike, but did you not know? Mike does not know the rules. Oh my goodness. Okay, the rules of giant RVs are that talk about paint yuckies, is that they have drinks for 6, dinner for 4, and sleep 2. That's the rule.
Yes, I agree. That's what they call beds are not beds.
Yeah. Now, this one doesn't have as many beds as the last one. It's only got the couch and our bed. The last one, when we first got it, had bunk beds in it. Of course, that didn't last long because I had them taken out. But
that's where you put your bead station, wasn't it?
Yes, that's where I made beads. The bunk beds in a camper are not the size of a regular bunk bed, so that's one thing you have to understand. But they were about 6 foot long and about 30 inches wide, so it made a perfect table space and counter for me to get my kiln and everything I needed to make beads in that station. The only thing it didn't have was enough room to store all my glass. So I had glass underneath the dining room table in a drawer, as well as in this station. And my power went out through the wall because I needed an auxiliary power cable if I was going to run everything. And my propane came in through the wall, stuff like that. So, okay, probably, of course, I don't know. We're talking about going to Alaska next year if it's possible. Of course, see, we were supposed to go to Alaska 3 years ago, and we were supposed to then go to Alaska this year because we were doing this other stuff last year. So we'll see if we're going to Alaska next year or not. It's sort of in the plan, sort of, kind of. This one is not covering very well at all, and I don't know if you can. Okay, it looks very purple on screen. It is a blue purple. I can't imagine a room being painted. Well, yes, I can. We used to have a room painted darker than this. Quilt Guild is planning an actual show in August. Oh. Oh, it's Mike's uncle. He's going to drive the RV there, and then he's going to sleep in the house. Okay. We actually have a friend who owns a campground in western Nebraska. Well, or at least he did own a campground in western Nebraska. I don't know if he still owns it. His health has been deteriorating rapidly. And he was considerably older than us.
What?
Lisa's just being so quiet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's brand new jeans blue. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is kind of brand new jeans. If you can find them, Mike. Hi, Janice. Okay, Becky. Bye-bye.
Bye, Becky. Hi, Janice. We're glad you're here.
Mike, it's terrible to say this, but so many of the the jeans are already washed out by the time you get them anymore. So now I'm not making you watch paint dry, but I hope I'm not boring anybody.
So I pretty much am. I'm making you watch paint dry. I'm fixing to right now.
Okay, well that's all right. She's drying hers quickly. I'm lazy. And I am making kind of a big old mess. Okay, that's too messy for me to set this back down again, so I'm just going to paint it over here. After the 24-hour stream the other day, I managed to make 5 more bottles of watered down empty paints go away. So when I get home, I am definitely going to need a jelly plate day because I got lots of paper ready to put on the jelly plate. The conversation is good, so nobody minds paint drying. Well, that's always a good thing. If my comp book was inside, I would do a doodle page, but I put it out. That is, one of the reasons I packed everything up was because I had hoped when we didn't leave right away that I would actually get my studio all clean. That was a laugh.
Yeah, well, I had hopes I would get mine all clean by the time you got here too, and that is not happening. I can tell you right now.
Yeah.
As much as I would like it to.
I have to say, this is a big table. It's 4 foot by 8 foot. That's how big it is. And I have cleaned this whole table and organized this whole table. The gold and teal look good together. Yes, they do. They are really pretty together. And I have, it's copper. Yeah.
It's copper. Even
I figured
better.
it was. Uh-huh. And, it did take an hour to 2 hours to organize my envelopes so that they would fit in the new box. But I am trying to organize as I go too, and that's another part of the problem.
Well, I'm trying to do that too because there's, otherwise I just have to just throw stuff out.
Yeah.
And that's not acceptable.
Yeah, it's totally unacceptable. Now, I did fill up my trash can, but it's smaller than the envelope box. See, it's just
I have a big trash can and I've filled it up twice already, but
no.
But that's but it was all stuff that really seriously it was fine to throw away.
Oh dear. That's as bad when you got that stuff. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
well, and
embarrassing, but it's true.
That giant pile of paper that we brought home yesterday, there was a big sack of it that was not really usable for what I do. So it's in the recycle bin. And it won't hurt to be in the recycle bin. So. Okay. You promised to clean your garage? Okay, well. That's one thing Jeffrey rarely needs to do is to clean his garage because Jeffrey keeps his garage all clean and neat. When it gets all messy, it bothers him. So he cleans. He's good at cleaning the garage. Of course, he doesn't have a garage; it's a shop. So.
Well, our garage is not a garage either, really, but it's not a shop. It's more like a shed. And it doesn't matter what you do. I mean, we could put better walls in there, and then it might not be so bad. But there are literal cracks that air comes through, so there's no keeping it clean. It's every bit of dirt that comes around goes right in there. So
goes right in there. Well,
organized is one thing, clean is a total different thing.
Our little garage, which I don't think, I know the truck won't go in there, and I don't think my car will go in there. My car might go in there. The rodeo might, but that's how little it is. It's a small space. So, but the lawnmower usually is in there, and all the garden tools and all that kind of stuff in there. But and the generators, we have 2 generators because we have hurricanes here.
Oh, she probably knows, and she's just being nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She just thought maybe you needed a vacation. Mm-hmm. Julie, the Windex smells worse than the paint. Just so you know, I sprayed my mat with Windex, and it
absolutely
smells way worse than paint.
Windex. Woo. Mm-hmm. Vinegar smells better than Windex.
Yeah, well, this one I thought was supposed to be the vinegary one, but no. So.
Well, I don't know if it smells better, but it's less problematic for
your allergies. Yeah.
Allergies. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, I wanted to see if there was any more of those back here in this little spot. Oh, there's more palette paints. Yes. No, that's not one. Okay. See, this one is a mist tint, 50 cents. Who knows where it came from? Just a damp cloth. Yeah, baby wipes. And I just didn't want to go through a whole bunch of baby wipes. Okay, Karen, bye-bye.
Hi, Karen. Thanks for coming.
The problem with our little garage is the water gets in there, and if we get a storm while we're gone, it can get to be about a 12-inch deep water in there. So all of the lawn equipment and the generators and everything have been moved until we get home. And Julie, I usually keep a wet cloth in here, a rag that I can actually throw away, and I just didn't today. I was being exceptionally lazy. That and my other container and a bunch of stuff is out in the camper already. Pickle juice. Yep, there you go. Pickle juice works. Try dipping an Oreo cookie in pickle juice.
Oh, I don't think so.
Well, I don't particularly like Oreo cookies, but adding the pickle juice might. I happen to like chocolate ice cream with pickle juice on it.
I love pickles, but I like my pickle juice with my pickles. That's it. Just with my pickles.
Okay. Oh, well, that might be an issue. Yep. Okay. I'm going to turn my volume off for a minute.
Okay. Well, y'all can either hear nothing or you can hear this, and I'll try to talk over it. Usually, if someone's talking, the camera will call the drying tool background noise and cancel it out pretty good. So if it's obnoxious, write it in the comments and I'll turn off my volume. But I'm trying to keep moving. Cheese and pickles. I love cheese and pickles. Yep. Are you back, Tanya?
Yes, I am.
All right, I'm going to turn off my sound then so people don't have to listen to this thing.
Okay, now the reason I turned my sound off was because when this lid wouldn't come loose, I whacked it on the edge of it. A lot of times if you've got a jar that won't open, if you hit it right there on the edge like that, now I usually go out on the concrete to do it. So if I'd have had to do it a second time, I'd have had gone outside because I wouldn't do it on my table twice. But if you hit it, it releases pressure in the lid and then it opened right up. So this one's thick, but not too bad. I think I can use it. Yeah, we'll see. It may be another one destined for the garbage can. But we're going to try to paint a few and see what happens. It's a pretty color. It's a very pretty blue. And it's still, kind of liquid. Your niece made you do it with her for a TikTok challenge, and it's surprisingly good. Well, like I said, I used to have I don't know why there's white down on the bottom of this. I used to eat chocolate ice cream and pickles, or and pickle juice all the time. I like chocolate ice cream and pickles. Not particularly fond of chocolate ice cream any other way, but now this is like blue jeans that have been worn a lot. So Dina, I wouldn't tell them. I told them it's for a project for later. The big deal is that I don't know if I'm going to do the project. I may use them for tags, which is fine. I'm out of space to put those. I have an idea for a project. I have not talked to Lisa about it. It was one of those last minute things. And I just decided I would go ahead and get them painted. They're small, equal size pieces of cardboard. And they're like cereal box cardboard. So that's why I'm using them. And whether or not the project ever happens is left to be decided. So that's my answer, and I'm sticking to it.
I'm glad you like the purple and pink, Cheryl. I'm trying to do a little something for everybody. Not going to do them all green and copper. I need to just do a green and copper book.
There you go. If I'm probably going to talk to Lisa about this, and if it's a project that we do, I just wanted to have this part of it done, And it was something I could do today when a good deal of my supplies are out in the camper. A lot of my things are packed up. I had to unpack the camera and stuff so that we could stream today because it was all packed up. Luckily, it wasn't outside yet. So when I go away, you can't hear her. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I messing up again?
No, you just we can't hear what you're saying when you walk off.
Oh, I'm turning around and putting these on the floor. Sorry, guys.
It's all right. It only lasts a minute, a few seconds at a time.
Yeah, but at the same time, I shouldn't talk when I'm walked away. I'll have to remember that. This paint is a little thicker, but it's going on just fine. So when I finish painting this color, I will show you some of the others that are almost dry. Yes, well, my other paints are actually here, Julie. I didn't pack. Oh, actually, I packed more than I said I was going to. I said I was only going to pack black and white paint and a small little acrylic kit that I have. And I fibbed. I packed because of the project that Lisa and I are going to do while I'm there. And because I might not get finished while I'm at Lisa's, I did pack 3 colors of that Dollar Tree paint for that particular project. And you know that you need some cardboard, corrugated cardboard for that project if you want to play along. Julie is very intrigued by what that one is going to look like.
Me too. Good, I hope. Take some of this out of the middle because it'd be too hard to dry. All right, let's try it and see. It's gold and purple.
She used gold instead of copper.
Well, got to save my copper. Got to use my gold sometime.
There you go. There you go. But a big reason for using this paint, Julie, was that I realized it was down there. It's been sitting there. I'm trying to clean, organize, and then use what I have and quit having stuff that doesn't get used. So, and that was another thing. I have way too much cardboard saved. So if I don't use it, it's kind of like my envelopes. If I don't use them, they're going to have to be gone away because I'm getting way too many. So, okay, let's. Using your paintbrush to stir something is not really the wisest choice, but you know. I really take care of my paintbrushes. Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. Gold and lipstick pink would be a good color combination. Ooh, that might be pretty. This lid does not want to go back on. There we go. Well, 5 of the jars are still good. Let's see if the water, just plain water, will clean this up. Yeah. Yep. Just a wet. Just wet. See, Mike, this thing really cleans up easy. But Julie, I'm going to definitely see about trying out one of the black barbecue mats because, like I said, I always had them very inexpensively. That's what wooden dowels or paddle pop sticks. Yes, and I'm sure I have some popsicle sticks somewhere, but you know, I wasn't planning. It's bubbling. Yeah, it might bubble. It got too hot.
I did that on purpose. Because I thought it was
okay.
cool.
All right. As long as she did it on purpose, we're good with it. Okay.
So
I have to
do it as many places as I could get it to work. So I'll show you.
Okay, wait, let me get you big.
Oh, okay.
It's easier to see sometimes when it's big. Oh yeah, it's cool. Now, was that some of the house paint too, or just?
No, it's
Okay.
let me find it. Where did I put it? It's just apple barrel purple pansy and then Deco Art Splendid Gold.
Metallic, okay.
Yeah.
That's
And
cool.
I'll try to find a pink in a minute and
do a golden.
Golden pink.
Did you take any out of your middle?
I did.
Mm-hmm.
I took I don't know 10 or 12 sheets. I'm not sure out of the middle.
Yeah, I took 10 out, and it's laying pretty nice. One of the things I noticed is that when you paint in the middle, that paint goes down, and it kind of holds the pages together.
Yeah. Glues it together. Oh, that
Yeah,
purple
it kind
was not dry.
of wasn't dry. Ooh.
No.
You posted your little book page. Cool, Barbara. Cool. I will look later. I'm sure there's a bunch of posts in the group that I have not even responded to. Oops, that's. I'm going to have pink or blue fingers now. Oh, I was going to show you some of the paint because the ones that are dry. Which ones did I do first? I don't remember which ones I did. Oh, these. And they're not completely dry. But see, Julie, they're not real shiny, but they're shiny. And they're not perfectly coated, but they're coated. So they're not real dry. They take a lot longer than craft paint to dry. But back when I was painting my boxes for my jewelry stuff, I would coat the boxes, and then with this, and then I would go in with other paints and paint a lot like how I doodle. Well, and like my fans, I wonder if I can show you my fan. Okay, I'm going to make y'all seasick. No, I'm going to move you so you don't have to watch. I'll just let you watch Lisa for a minute.
Oh. I was going to say, we'll try not to be seasick. Okay, I'm going to get a pink. Oh, and I don't know that it's going to be lipstick pink. I don't wear even. I've never worn really pink lipstick. So this is called Crimson Red, but it's pink.
It's pink. Okay, that's my fan. And my
That's
fans
pretty.
are painted, and that color does not show up well at all. They are turquoise with lime green, darker turquoise, and purple. And then you can't see the white dots at all. But then one of my tables is painted like that too. And then other stuff in here, just a minute. Like that is turquoise, and my bead table is turquoise and black. Okay, now I've made you plenty dizzy. But my boxes used to be painted a lot like that. So just kind of doodled.
I love them.
Julie's feeling all guilty for not crafting along. It's
Don't
called
need to feel guilty.
relaxation time. You got to
That's
have
right. Everybody
relaxation
deserves some of that. And I feel like, I mean, I don't always craft when I want to, but most of the time, if I don't really feel like doing it, it's probably a sign that I need to relax.
That's it. Mm-hmm.
There are a lot more times when I wish I could and don't, than then I just sit there and think, oh, I'm glad I'm not doing anything right now. I'm enjoying just relaxing. But I do have times like that when I just enjoy watching. And I think it's a sign that you need to just do it. Go with it.
The pattern on the sponge thing. Oh, that's grittier than the other side. It has more teeth on it, so it will take stuff off faster. And then you can run it around faster so that the grit goes in the channels. That's why it's actually, let me see. It actually has channels in it. On the sanding block, yeah. Mm-hmm. I think that side would work. That side would work too. I just like the sanding blocks better than sandpaper for this, just because it's easier on my hand. Oh dear, so no good for using in craft for paint marks. Probably not, Julie. Besides, they're a little pricey to use that way, unless it's a dead one. If it's already been used, it might work, but oh, I don't want to tell you how much these cost, but I'm thinking on the order of about $4, and I can think of a lot of other toys to use for paint rather than a $4 sanding block. I may be wrong in how much they cost.
Well, that one's kind of a fancy one, so it probably does.
Well, I think what happened is that was what I could find in the right grit.
Oh yeah. Good grief! This is not what this is going to look like by the time I get that paper in there.
It amazed me how strong that composition book paper was. And what it feels like once you get 2 layers of craft paint on it.
Yeah. It's nice once you get it painted.
Yeah, it was nice paper once you got it painted. So I will be taking apart, one of those and jelly plating on it when I run out of paper in my paper box. I may even do it sooner, but hi, Barbara. You just caught a better view when you were moving it? Yeah. And I didn't trim these up. I am intending to trim them, but I figured they'd be easier to paint and move around and all that stuff. Plus, my trimmer is outside in the camper, under the bed of all places. I think that will probably, I don't think I will need it right away, so it's in my under the bed box. So I could have trimmed them. I have a knife and I have a craft mat in here. I could have trimmed them. Nope, I'm fibbing because my metal ruler is outside. So I would have had to hunt to find something to trim them with. So I didn't even bother. So I've been gonna do this for a while because, like I said, even if all I ever use them for is tags, which this is a perfect size box lid for a tag. It's something to have accomplished. It's kind of like journal pantry thing. You know, have to remember that. Paint up a bunch of cardboard with the house paint. A pumpkin punch. I think I have a pumpkin, but it's really tiny. Do I have a pumpkin? I don't remember. So I think I'm trying to over sand these right now, though. That much I'll tell you. A piece of cardstock, the perfect color for that. Oh, for a pumpkin? I did not plant any pumpkins when I planted. From everything I can understand, pumpkins should be planted in the fall here. So now last year I planted them and the vine borer thing that gets into squash got them. But this year I got Seminole pumpkins, which apparently are a little more resistant to that stupid bug. So I'm going to try them. We like to eat them anyway, so. My hibiscus, my Rosella hibiscus, the kind you use to make tea, this kind. What's that kind? Is coming up very nicely. A lot of my tomatoes were awful tiny, so we'll see if they live when I get home. Hi, Debbie. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. We're just goofing off.
Hi, Debbie. Yeah, I told Darren we were only going to be on about an hour and a half. I lied. It wasn't intentional.
Well,
I thought I was telling the truth.
when you're ready to go, we can go. I probably was going to stay until about 3 o'clock, and then I was going to get off.
Yeah, 3 o'clock will work.
Okay.
Okay, I put these pages together and then pulled them back apart to get some more texture.
That's cool.
So
I like that.
And it looks really red.
Yeah, it does.
But it never has looked red when I've used it before, and I think the gold makes it look redder.
Yeah.
Because it's always looked pink, and the bottle looks pink.
Huh.
It doesn't look as pink on camera as it looks to me,
To
but
you.
what I see here is not this. It must be the gold that
Well,
changes it. But
I was going to say gold has yellow in it, and that's going to pull it more towards the orange spectrum. So,
yeah, it's pretty anyway. I like it.
yeah, it's pretty. It's shiny.
It is shiny because of the gold.
Mm-hmm. So, I found that
Hi,
too. Go
Barbara
ahead.
and Debbie. Hi. I was drying when y'all came in.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that tea tastes funny. Well, here's the deal. Okay. When I make tea, I make a gallon of tea every day, right? And I put a big gallon sized tea bag. I mean, it's this big in the jar. And I put 4 of these in every day, right?
Yeah.
Well, because we were leaving Tuesday, all of my raspberry zinger tea is out in the camper. And we ran out in the house, and I was not going to make Jeff go out and get it. So we just been making it with regular gallon of tea bag. So it has a more of a black tea flavor than when it has this in it.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like, oh, that tastes funny.
It tastes like tea.
Tastes like tea. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I make my tea. Well, Darren just drinks black tea, but we use those cold brew tea bags.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so it's got a little bit of a softer taste.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then I use 3 green tea bags, 3 of the, I think they're to make a quart.
Okay.
I use 3 of those and then 1 of the passion tea when I make my gallon of tea. And so mine looks probably a lot like yours. It's not as pink now because it's watered down, but it's very
Well,
pink tea.
yeah, this doesn't look pink by the end of the day, but it sure, when you put those raspberry tea bags in there, it sure does make it pink. Does the raspberry in the tea color the tea bags? Not a lot, Julie. Um, by the time there is, first off, uh, they don't actually use raspberries to make raspberry tea. What's in this tea is raspberry leaves and hibiscus. The hibiscus gives it that tangy raspberry fruit type taste. The tea leaves give it, the raspberry leaves give it a more of a tea taste, but the bags are not normally very pink. Some days they're pink, but that's usually only if the tea has not really
This is
brewed well.
the tea bag from the passion tea.
And it's got just
And
a
so
hint.
parts of it are pink, but where I wring it out,
Yeah.
it's the pink's gone. And when you dye paper with this pink tea, and it's very pink, but when you dye paper with it, the paper comes out blue or kind of a grayish greenish blue.
Blue. Ooh, sounds pretty.
It is. It's not as pretty as the butterfly pea, but it's a lot more accessible.
Uh-huh.
If you want some blue paper, just use the passion tea.
Julie, raspberry tea, the benefits of raspberry is not in the fruit, it's in the leaf. That's one of the reasons why this tea is made from the leaves. And hibiscus or rosella or, oh heavens, down there, what do they call it? Red sorrel. Julie. I think I've heard it. This type of hibiscus is called many things. My friend calls it red sorrel. Um, I have another person that I know that calls it Jamaican sorrel. The true Latin name for it is Rosella, and if I'm not sure I'm saying that right, hibiscus rosella. And but it's basically all the same plant. Some of them are red, some of them are white. The ones I have are white. The ones Karen had were pinky red. They didn't come out real red, but I think that's her soil. I have some of both planted this year, so we'll see what happens. Because it's something I can go off and leave. And it's not pleasant to get the calyxes cleaned, but it wasn't that hard either. And then I put the calyxes in the dehydrator to dry, and it makes a beautiful pink tea. If you don't put anything else in it, it's kind of like drinking lemonade. The hibiscus tea is really like drinking lemonade. It's delicious. So but my plants I didn't plant enough plants last year. I didn't know what I needed so much. And so this year I have a whole big corner planted. And I should be able to, and I didn't plant them until fall last year. And I got maybe a pint-sized jar of calyxes. So that didn't last very long. And this year I should be able to get quite a bit more. And it's really good for you. It's got a tremendous amount of vitamin C in it. That's one of the reasons why this goes in our tea every day, is because it's got such a high concentration of vitamin C and other vitamins that are good for you. Oh, I'm done with this nasty part. There. Uh-oh, I threw a piece of paper away. That's probably not allowed, but I threw it away anyways. And I'm putting everything back where, it belongs. Oh. Looks like Julie's in chat all by herself.
Y'all need to talk to Julie.
Okay, let's see what we got here. This is sort of a funny gray color. Oh, this is liquidy. You can hear it.
Yep.
Oh, but I'm gonna need some more space to lay some out. I need another piece of paper.
Oh dear.
What? Oh no. What happened?
I just dropped my paintbrush full of paint right on
in your lap.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh well. Not like it's a real fashion statement anyway.
It's kind of like the other day when I squirted paint out and squirted it all over my favorite sweatshirt.
Yeah. Well, this is my favorite warm cuddly, but it's not something I wear outside the house anyway, so except to the studio. But I think I'm getting most of it out, so we're going to not fret.
Yeah, if you wash it right away, it should come out.
Do what?
If you wash it out right away, it should come out.
Yeah, well, I just took a baby wipe to it, so.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Sorry, I was off. Sort of lurking my squirrel eye got caught on my 3-tiered stacker with most of my tools in the top level. I had to look at each little bin and toilet paper holder to see what I have. I forgot that little 280 and 320 sanding tool. There you go.
See, sometimes it's good to see a squirrel.
That's right. And sometimes we just need to clean up so that we can find our stuff.
Yeah, that too. That too.
Oh, I wanted my flower press. I have a big flower press that Jeff made me, and I have this little tiny itty bitty flower press. I had that. I was using out of it. I was doing stuff with it. I knew it was in this room somewhere. Do you think that I could find it within 2 hours' time? No. No, I had to go all over the room.
Well, guess what I found when I was looking for something else?
What?
So
That's
I've got
nice
to press me some flowers. I'm hoping. I don't think there's anything in here, but it would be nice if there was, because I don't have a dried flower for my scavenger hunt yet.
Uh-oh. Well,
but I got to find a flower and get it in there.
And it's due by April 1st, right?
I know.
And I don't know if we're going to get there. I have some in my flower press. If you don't have one, I hope I'll get there by April 1st. Oh, goodness. Okay, this one's going to be the same way. See?
Well, I'm not worried about winning the prize, so if I don't get finished by April 1st, I'll survive.
Oh, okay. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to do the dry it and talk thing again and hope that.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, you're back. Okay. Well, I'm going to turn off then.
Oh, well. Part of the problem is that this has a slippery, slidey piece of plastic on the outside of it. So if I get rid of this slippery, slidey piece of plastic, maybe I can hold on to it well enough to open it. Of course, it doesn't want to peel off. Okay. This probably is the instructions. Yes, there's first aid instructions for if you swallow it. Let's see what else it says. If swallowed, rinse mouth with water only if the person is conscious. Call physician immediately. Okay. It usually does go to the background, Barbara, but last time I could still hear it. It's her camera. Her camera works really well to mute that extra noise that comes out of the heat gun. Oh, this one's not going to open. Oh, there it went. Ah. Oh. Talk about paint yucky. Okay, I'm going to need a napkin. No, maybe I'm just throw it away. That's a nice kind of a gray white, like snow. Noise cancellation. Thank you, Mike. Yes. The the camera, her camera seems to cancel the noise with very well. So this would make really good gesso. It's kind of gray, but it's more white than gray. So we honestly were kind of glad we weren't at Lisa's in the time frame that we sort of thought we were going to be, because the weather at Lisa's got pretty nasty.
You would not have wanted to be in that tall RV in that. The wind, the snow was going straight. It was like 60-mile-an-hour winds with snow. It was bad.
Yeah. We have been in that kind of weather, and that's when what we do is hole up somewhere. We were in West Virginia last year, and we were trying to get to our rally, and last year, no, 2 years ago, because we didn't go anywhere last year, and the wind was just so bad. We went down the road for about an hour, and I'm like, Jeffrey, this is just not worth it. And he said, I agree. And we just went and found a campground and just said, okay, we're done. Don't need to do this. And that was when we had some pretty nasty rain. And hi, Dana.
Yeah, well, we're hoping it'll be good weather when you're here. We have sunshine and good weather most of the time, so yeah, I'm hoping it'll be that way when you're here.
And if it's not, we know how to deal with it. But
yeah, me too.
Of course, I sort of rode out a tornado one night in the old camper, not in this one. I was parked in a Bass Pro Shop parking lot between two semis. Slides in, and I'll tell you what, the semi driver next to me looked like he was scared to death. He sat in his cab, I think, the whole evening. It was green, it was nasty.
I'm in Amarillo, Texas, Mike.
And south of her had a lovely little tornado.
Right in the middle of the little top part of Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case you don't know where Amarillo is.
Yeah, Texas is one of those states, kind of like Michigan. We lived here. Yep. Yep. So. But yeah, that was the trip. I had gone to Omaha, and Jeffrey didn't go with me. He's working, and I had two bead show things, 2 weekends in a row that I had planned. And I'm like, Jeff, I just don't see taking the truck down, renting a hotel room, and then, turning right around, coming home and going back. I'm going to take the RV down. And that was when I still had the studio in there. And I said, I'm going to take the RV down, and that way I can work all week, and so I'm in this lovely little campground that's down near the river, and 3/4 of the way through the week, I get a phone call and says, I'm going to have to move my camper. And I'm like, okay, why do I have to move my camper? Well, the river's coming up. I'm like, all right. So I go back to the campground and I move my camper and get it into a different spot. And the next morning I get a knock on the door. We're closing the campground. I'm like, why? Well, the river has come up so far that even these spots are going to be flooded. So I moved. Of course, luckily by then it was time to almost get ready to go home. And that's when I was in the Bass Pro Shop parking lot, and when we got the really bad storm. And then getting home was a very interesting issue because the interstate was flooded. So Mike super glued it again. Super glued something. I super glued
His
my
wife tried
fingernail.
to cut off her finger. He said he super glued it. It was fine.
Oh no. I
I'm
missed
assuming he's
that.
exaggerated when he said she tried to cut off her finger. Otherwise, he should not be here.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, I should not have turned the page there. Look, I didn't have this
Oh.
quite up
It
there.
wasn't quite dry enough either. Yep.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stop right here.
Okay. Well,
The page is done though. I'm happy.
I have to paint 2 more pieces of cardboard. I've been painting 6 of these, each the same color.
Oh,
So I have to paint this one and one more, and then
alrighty.
I'm done. Then I'm done, and I'm probably uh, about done in too today. I
Yeah.
don't know why I've been so tired this week. So
Well, I know why you've been working hard.
yeah, well, and I don't know. It seems like Mom has found 500 things to make me feel a little bit guilty about leaving.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I understand. She is a little nervous about being alone, and I understand that, but she's not really alone. I sort of got a lot of things already covered, and and you know, it's I am going to have to move her when we get home. That's going to be a primary agenda, is to get her moved
Yeah, somewhere where she can feel safe when you do go.
when I am gone. Yep, yeah. So well, and somewhere where she doesn't have to drive at all. You know. However, she told me she was going to go to church this morning. So, and I know her church has been very, very careful with the virus stuff. You know, they if the numbers are up at all, they cancel church. And
Yeah.
they have done things like they don't even close the door, because that way you don't have to touch the door. It's a big church and not a very large congregation, so they don't have to sit next to each other, and they have no coffee like they do normally and that kind of stuff. And she's feeling good about that. That will help, because that's a big part of the problem, is she's bored.
Yeah, I imagine.
Yeah. She sliced open the tip of her finger, chopping onions. Not big enough for stitches, but much deeper than your average cut. Yeah, so super glue's probably, all I heard was never travel with Tanya. Okay, well, that's probably a wise decision. Okay, one of these days, Mike, I will tell you all about our trip to Alaska. Okay, but I may do that over on the Travel Channel. I wonder if I could find that book, because I kept a diary.
Hi, Holly.
And it was a very, very interesting trip to Alaska. People have said, oh, we're not traveling with y'all because of that trip. But, the wreck in the other RV is also, don't travel with Tanya thing. So, anyways, guys, we're gonna go. I have some things to get done, and I'm gonna have to clean up this mess, and I have to pack up this stuff again. So, we are planning on leaving Tuesday. We should be at Lisa's by somewhere around next weekend to the first of the following week, unless we find something really exciting that we want to stop and spend some time at, which he's been looking, and I don't think that we've seen anything specific that he wanted to see. If we do, Lisa will know, and she'll let you know what we're doing. She'll be on tomorrow night, for one. She'll be on next Thursday, afternoon at 2, Lisa?
Yeah, Thursday
Okay.
at 2.
Yeah, she's going to keep doing Thursdays at 2 while I'm trying to go on. And yes, I did start another channel so that I can do a little bit of a travel vlog. It won't be anything fancy, that's for sure. I can't even find a picture to put on the thing other than Sid. And Sid is our traveling companion, just so y'all know.
Can you put the link to that channel in the chat?
I
right
can.
Before we leave?
Yep, I can. Let me see about finding it. Let's see here. I have to change my. No, let's go like here. It take me a minute, guys, just a second. Okay. You have to have a keyboard to do that. And I can type in chat, can't I? Yes.
Violet says she has a relative of Sid's on her desk.
Oh, you have a relative of Sid? Does she have blue clothes too? Sid needs more clothes too. Yes. Well, Sid has a few other clothes in her traveling wardrobe. When she stayed with Mom, she was very angry with us when we had to come home last year. So she stayed with Mom for quite a while. Hi, Kathy. And Mom made her some more clothes. So she also has what do you call that? Jewelry too. She has jewelry too. 55 subscribers. Is that how many I have now? Yay! The big thing is that I didn't really want to try to confuse the issue with putting those videos on this channel. So I was talking to Picola. I got to meet Picola, guys. That's another thing. I got to meet her in person, and when we get home, she and I are going to get together and maybe go thrift store shopping or something like that.
Oh, so, yay! That'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun. She's and her hubby, believe it or not, has been researching campers. She doesn't want one, but he does. And she said, "How did you learn to drive it?" And I'm like, "Well, it just is big, yes, and you do have to think about it. But I've been driving big stuff for my whole life. It's a whole lot easier to drive than this." There's Picola. She's looking. Can't wait to go thrifting. Yeah. But we're gonna have her husband come over and see what it's like. I actually got to give her a little tour inside. It's fancy inside, isn't it? It's fancier in my house, way fancier in my house, way fancier. So it needs more action, like actually traveling. Yeah, there you go, Holly. So so far the travel videos have been a bit boring. Yes, they are. Yep. Oh, thanks, Padola. Yeah, the other one was pretty too. It was just more of a camper than this one. This one is more of a house. We lived in the other one for 7 months. Days of your life are buying a camper and finally getting rid of it. The best days of your life. That's kind of like a boat, yes. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, a flying van could wipe out a camper in a really big hurry. So should do a little tour of it, post on your channel. I want to. We've just been so crazy busy trying to get everything sorted out with everything. I did take some pictures of him up on top of it the other day, doing the tour he had to do up there. And I do plan on posting that. I took little bits here and there. It was not a good day to take video, I guess. My brain just didn't take videos. Small camper in the 70s. Well, we started out with a van. Jeff had an Econoline Ford van. That's what we camped in when we first got married. Then we moved to a school bus. Brandon took his first camping trip. Let's see, he was born in August, and we went camping for Thanksgiving in the school bus. We had driven it back and forth to Texas and up to Michigan, and on several trips. When we decided to go to Alaska in it, and had trouble every day for the first week and a half, and ended up in Wyoming buying a new camper. And that's when we went downsized to 27 feet, I think. And then when Brandon didn't want to camp with us anymore, we kind of sold that one and waited until we were ready to retire and we were going to live in the other one. And actually lived in it about 7 months before it kind of got turned into a piece of toast. And then eventually, after a very long fight, got the new one. So this one is little 36. But anyways, guys, we're going to get off of here. Lisa has a hubby who actually wants to see her this afternoon. So
or not.
What or not? So
I said, believe it or not, he wants to see
it. Yeah. So anyways, guys, love you all, and I will see you soon at Lisa's. Yay!
Bye-bye. See you
Bye-bye.
tonight.